Good morning, everyone. I'm Adeline at Serenity Fair Washi Tapes. Today I'll be showing you a project using my washi tapes. And first of all, I can show you my product. I specialize in the extra wide washi tapes. This one is a Christmas theme. It's a type of glitter washi tape. If you're not familiar with washi tapes, actually, they're very easy to use, and you can smooth out any wrinkles or bubbles easily by hand. The wider tapes come with this backing paper, so it's easier to handle. Okay, today I will help you create a nice card. It could be a card or a tag for anything, birthdays, Christmas, or just kind of a, thank you card. This is a beach nautical theme. What I did here is that the base is mostly made of the washi tapes, but you can use some, the stamps, die cuts, any leftover stickers or bits that you have. This is a Jane Austen Christmas theme. This is also Alice in Wonderland. So this base actually is a washi tape. Okay, I can start with this one. Actually, I did paint this ahead of time and had it dried so we can save some time. But you would start off with this die cut cardboard that we have here. Okay, so this has already been painted. I use this one actually, some acrylic paint that's metallic. Okay. Now you can figure out which bit of the washi tape you like to use. I think this is quite pretty. So the best way would be to just cut out the bit that you want and then save the other part for a future project. So there's not much waste. I just wrap this with an elastic. Okay. So I think this is quite pretty. That, okay. It's a bit tricky. You have to kind of flick off the backing paper where you can. There you go. Get the edge. It peels away. Okay. Center the card. Okay. You can use a cutter just to follow the edge. Actually, you could use scissors, but I find the cutter does a nice job. The washi tape itself is quite fine, so you don't have to use too much pressure when you're cutting it. Okay. Now carefully just tear it away. There could be bits that weren't cut well, so you have to go over with the knife again. Okay. But don't worry about these type of rough edges. You can always smooth it out by hand, okay? Kind of roll the tape over so to give it a neat finish. Oh no. Okay, I have to cut it again. Take the sticky bits out. Use the scissors to just finish it off. It can kind of fold a bit over the edge, so it just hides some of the rough edges. Okay, so there you go. You have the base of the card. Oops. Okay. Now what I'll do later is I'll edge it with this metallic paint to give it a nice vintage look, but that's at the very end. I'll have to decorate the back. So my idea here is to actually, I'll use one of the stamps, okay? I don't sell the stamps, so, you know, you can get stamps from anywhere these days. So I think, you know, big selection, but I like to use kind of this writing. It's really nice, gives it a nice vintage feel. On the edge. So maybe I'll get a tissue. Okay. Let that dry a bit. Okay. I think it's quite pretty the way the metallic paint goes with the printed text. You know, it's kind of this faded, distressed look. Oh, by the way, I do have this product which is really popular. It's a gold foil French handwriting washi tape. This could easily go onto this as well. But I think today we'll just use some bits from my Alice collection instead. So my idea is to actually do some cutouts of the teacups and decorate the back. So this is my PET tape. It's a clear tape. What I will do is, actually I would back it on some cardstock to give it a bit more, sturdiness and depth. So the way to do this is actually, we would peel this back and cut this out. Go. The beauty of these PET tapes is that they have a clear backing, so you know you don't have to cut exact. You can just you know, roughly go around the edges, but it still looks nice. It's first forgiving. There you go. That's a teacup. Okay. There's a few other things I could try. Actually, this is the PET tape. So it's different types of teacups and teapots. What else should I use? I guess I could use, maybe this stack of teacups would be nice. So I could cut this off and save it for later. Okay. There we go. Get that bit there. Okay. So another thing we can add actually is the space for writing. So I use these types of tags. Okay. Now I don't sell these tags, but I think you can get them anywhere, or you can cut some scrap yourself and then use it as a writing space. Maybe like that. And then if you have any, extra bits or scraps, you can also put them on. I guess the whole card can build as you go. And I also have some die cuts that I did earlier. I could use it, to make a happy birthday card. So you can go like this, okay? So let me stick these on now. Okay. Where should it go? Yeah, this is fine. I'll do it like this. Just make it off the side. There you go, let that dry. Get that bit of glue off. Okay. The good thing is if you have little mistakes or nicks, you can always kind of cover it with bits, I think that's enough for now. And then, yeah, I can finish it with a bit of the gold paint. Carefully go around the edge. Now this is optional. I think it just makes it, give it a nice vintage look. But, if you have other ways to edge, you can edge it with even, those paint markers, or you could just leave it as it is. There's going to be bits that you can trim off, but I would wait for the paint to dry before you do that. Okay? You can always touch it up again, but I think let it dry between the coats. Now I'll put that aside.